Yes, we could.
Well, let's go.
All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Sleeping Giant.
That's right. We got Throw versus Stuck. And Throw, look at them. They've all got the school bus camo.
Hey, these guys got it coordinated. Yesterday, it was Special K that had to be the standout and the loner who didn't get the memo. But Throw has got their act together. Everybody driving the bus today. Starting here with Udum's Attilio Regolo. We've seen a couple of those floating around. Not a lot of success yet. Curious to see how they use that ship. Kappa's Holland, unique upgrade. Extra heals and that, all that jazz. Better Anime's Ragnar, one of the more expensive destroyers. Highly capable with that radar. Another Zhao, Tobiaso in a Zhao. Let's see, unique upgrade, yep. Another Orangi. Yuki, nothing there that really looks all terribly exciting. Friedrich de Gross in a Stalingrad, a range Stalingrad. Backed up by a single battleship. Melvin here in Zabungo. We've seen a Bungo before.
Bingo, bango, bungo. Yeah, I gotta mention real quick too. It's cool to see Toby back because I could have sworn Toby took a break for a while.
Yeah.
On the opposite end, to the south in the sea area is Stuck, currently, I believe, on the bottom of their group, looking to take one, maybe two games off of Throw and mix it up in the groupings for them for playoffs, which comes next. Is Doofus 6 in a Regolo of his own, in a very more utility build setup. Boosted is boosting with engines and his small end, with Jersey Mike as the special captain with the buffed Adrenaline Rush. Got a Donut in a Castilla. We saw Castilla yesterday doing some good work. We got Ayanami, apologies, in a Salem with Reload. And Skills Beat Meta. That's a great name in the Stalingrad.
Love that name.
Yeah. And then we've got W Key Enthusiast in a Grozovoy with unique upgrade.
Unique upgrade, Grozovoy.
And there's a name I've seen before, Shrimp Dance in another Castilla.
Only one team fielding a battleship here, but two battleship Stalingrads in the game. We'll see how much impact that ends up having. Very early torpedo salvo here from Kappa as both Stuck destroyers race into the A-cap. I'll be really curious to see if the timing on this works out. I think
that's right.
For Boosted, that might actually be they're going to be in front of him a little bit, I think.
And as a quick reminder, Throw is EU's number 3 team, and Stuck is NA's number 8.
Okay. Quick look at how the teams are deploying. Ooh, we've got Ragnar and Regolo and Bungo pushing the 10 line. Already some early action over here. W Key Enthusiast is going to be in a bit of a pickle here shortly.
Yeah, and he used his engine boost early for position. The problem when you do that is now you can't use it when you need it to disengage. So he's forced to use a smoke.
Yep, gonna smoke to disengage here. They still chip away about almost half his HP.
But of course, Ragnar does have radar, so at some point we might see him try to use the radar. And Shrimp Dance just got smacked by the Bungo.
Yep. Now, question for you, Zath. Help me out. What is Grozovoy's unique upgrade?
I had a feeling you were gonna ask me that question, so I have the dock open, and it's called the main gun automatic loader. And this is 18% to main battery loading time, 7% to main turret traverse speed, but a 20% nerf to torpedo reload. So basically, it makes the Grozovoy more of a gun-focused boat at the cost of torpedoes.
Got it. For the moment, W Key staying just barely ahead of this Ragnar radar. Look at that. Look at that. He's about to fall into it. He doesn't know this, of course, but it's always fun to be able to put the lines on the map and see how close folks are or aren't.
Yes. But of course, it doesn't matter if you're in range of the radar if the radar's not being used, so.
That's true. Early cap advantage here, working out for Stuck. They dashed to A with their destroyers. Got that done. Now it looks like they're pulling them back. Yeah, they're rotating them back to try to help slow down this mess coming at them down the 10 line as the Regolo takes a Grozovoy torpedo.
Yep.
Oh no. Or was that a
was
Castilla torpedo?
Was that
Okay.
Castilla? Anyway,
Took
Ragnar radar
somebody's
does go
torpedoes.
up. Yeah. Somebody hit him. So
Somebody
yeah,
had to hit him with a torpedo.
that's right. That's right. Stalingrad shells coming in on Shrimp Dance Castilla.
Yeah, but it's
They're
HE.
HE. Yeah.
Yeah, it's HE shells. So, like when Stalingrad fires AT at you, you're like, nah, I don't care. But when he fires AP, you're just your whole body clenches. Like, okay, this is a problem. Bungo shoves 10K down the short axis of the ship there.
Yep.
Stalingrad punching the Bungo for 20K. Look at that. Bungo disrespecting those Russian railguns and paying a price for it. Yeah, Melvin turning in now like, okay, that's not fun anymore. I was having fun, but now I'm not. Yeah, exactly. You can have that one for free.
Next one, I'll take your head off.
Well, it's about to be a giant rumble in the bottom right corner of the map, Sath, although
Yes.
Ragnar and Regalo are like, nope, we are out of here. Check it out. They've wheeled around and are running north now.
I think when they see the Stalingrad having their flank, they realize that they possibly have overpushed, and they're probably also sensing a relocation of destroyers.
Well, they would be sensing correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Better enemies Ragnar getting spotted there, so they can the Smolin and Regalo for Stunt can probably presume now that things are calming down. We know now the A contested, of course. Yuki's Oranji now in here opposed by Ayanami Salem, so A going nowhere. It's a 90-point lead and holding for Stuck. Man, look at poor Donut on the over on the 3 line.
Yeah, I was watching him earlier. He's doing fine. Actually, you know, he's one ship holding 2 back. So
yeah,
he's pulling his weight and then some.
It feels bad when you're like in a 2v1 like this and there's just nothing you can do about it.
Mm-hmm. But at the same time, hey, at some point, if you lose that 2v1, you can say, guys, I was in a 2v1 the whole time.
Yep.
Not my fault.
The Hunter has kind of become the hunted here as Throw's destroyers retreat back up the 9 line, pursued by the Smolin and Regalo, who they presume are there. They haven't been spotted, but they've either sniffed it out or suspected. I don't know which.
Well, we've got Wydome with the radio location. Does Friedrich have radio location? No, he does not. Interesting.
Melvin's Bungo in a duel with Skills' Stalingrad, riding the map edge. He's leaving his broadside wide open for these Stalin AP shells. Not really getting much out of them at the moment. Well, the jig is up. They know the Regalo is here now for sure. They're trying to smoke the Bungo out of here.
And if you look at Friedrich's Stalingrad moving forward, I think they're trying to cut off Stuck's advance.
Well, they also know where the Ayanami Salem is. I think they're pincering Donut, because look at the Stalingrad salvo going downrange on Donut, but it's also going to get them shots on Ayanami. Once they figure out, well, they know where the Stalingrad is, they can clearly see him.
Yeah.
Ayanami's going to have to do something different than the current position he's in.
Right. Some nice Castilla hits from Shrimp Dance. Ayanami realizing the threat, backing off now.
Bro doing a really good job of exploiting this board position, having sucked all of these destroyers to the 10 line, way off the caps. And Stuck is kind of stuck in this position at this point. They got to get something out of this.
Yes, Ayanami is stuck in the middle of you.
Yeah.
If you think about it, I mean, he's got a Prince Van Oranje on one side and Stalingrad on the other.
Well, we knew this was, we could see this coming, right? Ayanami knew this pressure was going to be here. I'll be honest, if I'm Skills, I'm moving up to try to put a little pressure on Friedrich to bail out my teammate, but doesn't look like that's happening at the moment.
Yeah, I completely agree. You can see Friedrich stopping so he can ensure he can't show side.
Ayanami getting punched out by those Dutch guns. Look at that. Absolutely just hammered. And now the 8-cap flips, and so does the lead.
Yeah. Brilliant maneuver by Throw, ensuring that one ship can't properly angle against both threats.
Great positioning. So now, Zath, I gotta talk. Let's talk about kind of the mental mind game of strategies and tournament play like this. I don't know that I've ever seen a team intentionally bait destroyers out of position the way we just watched Throw do to these guys. And maybe calling it intentional is too much. Like maybe it's not intentional. Maybe it just worked out that way. But man, it feels intentional. Like watching it as a spectator, it feels like this was a deliberate choice.
It definitely looks like it was planned.
Yeah, for them to run all the way down and then look at the map and go, oh, it's time to turn around and go back. They've had an opportunity to reposition.
Yeah, no, it definitely looked like it was planned. They wanted to push to a certain point and then just turn around. And boy, were they great at baiting out Stuck. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, for sure.
Ooh.
Oh, big Castilla salvo there.
Yeah.
20K off the Orangi.
But
just disappears.
Shrimp Dances Castilla gets hammered as well.
Yeah, he's been stuck in a bad position relative to Friedrich for a spell, and now they're trying to focus Friedrich out. This little channel dance that everybody's playing over here just north of C. Plenty of time on the clock. That's a 100-point lead for Throw, but I would not say the game is over yet, despite their ship lead.
Agreed. Shrimp Dance is out of heals now, and at 4K, less than 4K hit points.
Well, he's going to be fairly ineffective then. He pretty much can't open fire. We're about to see Smallland versus Ragnar at B. That's going to happen here in a moment. Kappa's Holland is going to step foot into C here in just a minute and try to bag that cap as well.
Sure, why not? You can also torpedo skills because he's got the broadside on him.
Yeah.
Melvin at 7K, out of heals as well, and a bungo. There goes
they bagged the Castilla.
Yep.
But there goes the bungo. So it's a bit of a trade, except the bungo I think is worth more in terms of points.
Yes, in terms of points in the game, there's it's the same as a cruiser.
Is it the same? Okay.
Yeah.
Boosted now trying to survive his duel with the Ragnar. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. Trying to dodge these shells that are certainly coming in with his name on it, and there he goes.
Nope, there he goes. 25 seconds left for a Throw victory.
Stuck trying to make something happen here. Regulo versus Regulo, not going to happen. Udom basically smoking up to say, nope, I deny you this shot.
Ooh.
And now the Grozovoy AP trying to make an impact here on Friedrich Stalingrad. Skills going to go. They're just going to touch tips.
Yep.
That does reset the points a few, but not much.
Yeah, they've been trying to hit the Stalin with AP for minutes, and unfortunately it just hasn't worked out for them.
Nope. Stuck, not able to kind of convert things. Man, I gotta say, Zath, that destroyer bait is just one of the most brain-breaky things I've ever seen in tournament play in this game.
I gotta say, this is one of those rare occasions where I really wish the render tool was working.
I know,
because
right?
I'd love to be able to show that again. But maybe you have to put a pin in your mind. Maybe we need to pull down the replay for this and watch it during the break in between before the playoffs.
Well, I think we definitely need to come back to that one again, because either the thing that I think impresses me the most about it is either it's a pre-planned maneuver in the sense of they've run this strat before. They know, okay, by the time I go this far south, it's time to turn around and go back north because they've had time to react. Or they just read the map, read the clock, read the timer, went, we haven't seen these destroyers in a while. I think it's time. Let's not risk this, right? It's a small and we know he can radar us. Let's not push our luck. And one of the other things, we've seen that 9-10 line flank on Sleeping Giant. The Sleeping Giant matches we've seen up to this point in the event, that's like the forgotten side of the map.
Yeah.
Most of the action takes place over around the ACAP in Thunderdome on either side of that island, those islands that make up the Thunderdome portion of Sleeping Giant, but not this game. That Thunderdome was irrelevant this game.
Yeah, and we've seen in the other tournament cap layout, you've got a cap on either side of the Thunderdome, and then you've got the two caps And what we've seen when that happens is teams really then favor the 7, 8, 9, 10 line because it's a smaller area. If you can get those 2 caps, it's a lot easier to defend because it's a smaller area. So we've seen a lot of people do that.
And it's a free run between them almost. If you control both of those caps, you can reposition ships in between them almost at will, almost without even being spotted. It's almost like it's reminiscent of Warrior's Path, the BC caps on Warrior's Path. Those 2 big islands, the channel in between B and C, you can shove ships through there and reposition literally right across the right middle of the map. And they either don't see you, and even if they do see you, they probably can't do anything about it because those mountains are 1,000 feet tall. You'll never get shells in there.
Absolutely. Hey, let's take a moment and just take a look at the tournament so far, because now we're at the point where there's only like 1 game left, or maybe 2, depending on the site catching up. I had somebody ask about NA teams specifically. How are the NA teams doing? In Group 1, not too well. The 2 NA teams are on the bottom. I believe Yellow K wasn't able to field a team yesterday, and I don't know if they're doing it today or not.
I think they just decided not to bother.
Probably. And Virtus, we caught them yesterday, didn't we? Yeah.
We did. We saw them yesterday.
Silk. Yeah.
They have some wins, but not enough to move on.
Right, exactly. In Group 2, HSR is looking pretty healthy for making it to the playoffs. That's an NA team.
8-4 at the moment.
And then in Group 3, Resin, obviously, tied with Throw right now for first place, doing quite well. Stuck, not so much.
Sag. Only 3 wins.
And then in Group 4, we've got Bonks, currently in 4th place, Kite in 5th. Those are the 2 NA teams in Group 4. So we're looking at 2, maybe 3 NA teams advancing to the playoffs.
I'd say you've got 3 NA teams with an above average chance of moving on. I think Bonks, let's see who's Bonks playing this round. They're about to, so they're squaring off against Moyai. So they've got a very tough opponent here in the last round of round robin, because Moyai is the number 2 seed. They have 10 wins to Bonks' 8. So those will be good games. I wonder who's casting those games. Certainly somebody is casting those games. Mini
Excellent. And so Painzer.
Yeah, those will be good matches. Let's see, who else have we got? You talked about Resin with 9 wins, looking strong to finish 1st or 2nd in their group. And then you've got HSR, I think, is going to move on out of Group 2, and then unfortunately the 2 NA teams in Group 1 are pretty much out of the running.
Yeah. Yep. So as a reminder, you draw a mental line across the standings here, and the bottom 4 teams are done after this next game, essentially. When this round completes, their tournament is over. The top 2 end up in the winner's bracket on the playoffs, and then the bottom 2 from each bracket end up in the loser's bracket, which means with a double elimination, if you're one of the bottom 2, it's do or die for you. Once you're gone, in a best of 3.
Yep, got to make it happen. All right, so let's see. Okay, so yeah, teams just reorganizing and getting reset here. I'm gonna have to go refill my water. I think I'm gonna do that now. Actually, I'm gonna wait and get this ad roll pushed, and then I'm gonna go do it.
Yeah, that's about the right time to do that. You talk about your fancy schmancy stuff. You still do the old-fashioned wait for the thing and then do it manually. I've got my button, and now my timing is finally fixed, so there's that.
My thing is also that some games are short, some games are long, sometimes you have restarts. All of that messes with the timing. I would rather be able to look over and go, watch my stream in real time. Yes, it's 5 minutes behind me, but then I can look over at the screen and know, okay, this is what people are seeing. Great, there's no game on. Awesome. It's time for an ad. So there we go.
Right.
So that way Twitch doesn't dump them on you in the middle of a game.
Oh, absolutely. With mine, because I've got the timer, I can just push the button again if there's like a very short amount of time in between. And there you go. So anyway, go get your water.
I'm gonna step away. Yeah, like 60 seconds. I'll be right back.
Yeah. While he's gone, just a quick reminder, guys. There are drops today. Watch for 90 minutes, and you'll get your drops. It's a commander and the paid actor flag if you don't already have it. Yeah, make sure that you are getting progress on your drop. My progress, I'm at 24%. That's got to be wrong. I'm at 26%. Okay. So just keep an eye on it. Make sure that you are getting progress. If you are not getting progress on your drops right now, a couple things you can do. The easiest thing to do is to close all your Twitch browser tabs, any Twitch browser tab you've got open, because it's possible that Twitch hasn't updated to what you're actively watching. So close all your browser tabs. Now, Raptor and I are both multi-streaming, which means we're streaming on YouTube and Rumble, as well as Twitch. I'm also streaming on Kick. So the reason I'm bringing that up is if you need to close your Twitch browser tab so you can get your drops or whatever figured out, you can still be on the action with one of our multi-streams, okay? Close the browser for about 5 to 10 minutes, come back to one of our channels, wait about 5 minutes, and check to make sure you're getting progress on your drops. That's the best thing that you can do to make sure everything's working fine. And of course, both of us have other ways to win additional prizes for tuning in. Raptor on his Discord, me in my Twitch chat.
Are you watching chat in the training room while these guys get set for the next game? You saw the comment about them?
Yes.
So, guys, we have to share this with you because the throw guys are telling us we're going to love the next game. So now I'm really curious to see what shenanigans they have cooked up.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So again, remember I was talking to you about the browser setup and everything. So for me, when I'm out, I've got a browser window open. That's on the right side of my monitor. And then I can see the game training room behind and the chat behind. So I can keep an eye on when the game is about to start and all that kind of stuff. So the things that you learn after years of casting tournaments and waking up
We've been doing
early.
this a long time. It's so funny, Zath. I was like, we were having this chat. One of the other streamers was commenting on the streamer pack that we get from Wargaming, which includes all the fancy overlays and the scenes that we're using, except for this one, the point value table I built myself. They didn't do this, but the you know, a couple of people were complaining about oh, you know, because one of the things they do is they send you a complete install of OBS and tell you use our OBS. I have never done that. I'm just like, no. I will import your scenes. I will never use your install of OBS, and I never have.
I've gotten to the point because I've got so many different tournaments that I do. I just have one folder, and literally I just replace the assets from one tournament to the next. It allows me to have the same overall setup. It has the same buttons. I just have to change out some of the timings. But the thing is, for me, I stream vertically as well as horizontally now. So every time I get a tournament pack, I have to build the vertical stream again.
Build the vertical scenes. That's
no,
tough.
thank you. No, thank you.
That's
too much.
I will say, we can talk more about this later because I can talk more about this. In the meantime, we should show these guys the game because, yeah, this is kind of a meme comp, I think, here at the end of the day.
Yeah, well, Throw is looking at this like, well, we're first place in our group. Come at me, bro, on Hotspot here. Wow, look at this.
All right. Well, Throw going in with a fairly traditional lineup here on Hotspot. We're looking at Udum's Holland, unique upgrade. Kappa's Z42, a nice solid build there. Probably going to dive the C-Cap with his long-range Hydro. Better enemies, Ragnar. We saw him last game. Triple Cruiser. That's a Zhao unique upgrade. Cerberus. First time we've seen one of those in the event. And then a Colbert, not the first time we've seen one of those, and probably not the last. Their battleship, a Libertad. But Zath, Stuck seems to be having some fun here in their what's likely to be their last game of the event. What in the hell?
Take a look, everybody. Stuck on the bottom. Right? God, that sounded funny. Trying to figure out a way through this and just go out with a bang. Literally, I think. They've got 2 Vampadeuses in the house. Remember, those are very cheap destroyers. They have a Kitsukami, the cheapest ship, I believe, in the entire point list at 8 points. Right?
This is going to be a riot.
And they have that so that they can afford 4 freaking Cecilias. Oh my God, 4 Cecilias. The most battleships we have seen in a tournament in memory. I don't think I've ever seen this other than battleship-specific tournaments.
All right, Zath, now I need you to help me with something. Cecilia, very clearly looking at it, looks like a variant of Colombo, yes?
Yes, she is, yes.
So what is she different? What does she do differently?
The biggest thing that's different about her is that she's got SAP secondaries and HE and AP capabilities. That's
So she
basically
doesn't
it.
have sap.
Correct.
Ah,
A lot of
okay.
people like to build Cecilia as secondaries because of the sap secondaries. That's a bit of a trap. If any of you are thinking about Cecilia, you still want to think of her as primarily a gunboat.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you play rather than play it like Columbo with the SAP, it plays much more like a traditional battleship. You just have 16 guns.
Correct. Yes, and I believe
Okay.
there's some other little nuances with accuracy. Blah blah blah. Chad will probably chime in with the streamer you're wrong kind of stuff. That's fine. Like I said, a lot of people like to do it for just the meme secondaries.
You know what I want to see, Zath? I want to see Ragnar versus Kitakami. I want to see Ragnar citadeling a Kitakami with his AP.
Remember, guys, Akita Kami, one of the most storied ships in World of Warships history. Let's just talk real quick while everybody's getting set.
Oh my god.
Take a look, guys. Your eyes are correct. It is a tier 4 Kuma hull, slightly modified, with 5 freaking torpedo launchers on either side. Okay? Yep. Historically, during the closed beta days, and I think even open beta days, Kitakami was a premium boat that you could buy. It was a tier 8 at the time. And the problem with the Kitakami was she was great at killing things with her torpedoes. It was just the wrong things that they were killing with their torpedoes. They were killing their teammates. Yes, so as a result, Kitakami was pulled from sale and the game.
Yep. Oh, okay, I start to see the value in the Cecilia there as those shells clap better enemies Ragnar for a third of his HP. Doofus's Vampire can safely ignore those. Deepwater torpedoes do not care about your destroyers.
That's right. That's right.
Interesting. Well, the rumble has begun on the 10 line as well as Skills' Cecilia. Bleeding HP here as the Colbert freely has its way to just farm him. Udem's Holland doing the spotting here.
All right, Skills beat meta, making Inky now. So they'll just change to the other Cecilia right next to him.
Yep, deciding he's had enough of being the farm target for a spell. 2 different waves of deepwater torpedoes going out for Friedrich's Libertad, who is slowly reversing his way towards the sea cap. Those might not land. Kitakami now packing, if memory serves, 20-kilometer deep water torpedoes. Is that's what my memory tells me? Is that correct?
Yeah, if I remember right, we can see this here. Yeah, it can choose between deep waters and standards.
Okay, that's right. But the standard ones have a shorter range, don't
Correct.
they? Yes. Speaking of torpedoes, Skills is Cecilia about to take one of midships here.
From DCB's up though.
From the Z42 as he turns and makes the turn into the sea cap. No, he's changing his mind. He's leaving boosted to go into the cap by himself.
Cool.
The Libertad does take one of those deepwater torps.
Yeah, now the other thing about the Kitakami is that the torpedoes load single torpedo at a time, similar to how submarines load their torpedoes.
Yeah, it's fairly slow as memory serves.
Exactly that, yes.
You know, I don't actually own one of those. I've never actually played new Kitakami.
So the Kitakami was brought back after years of players saying, please bring this ship back. Even after Wargaming got rid of team damage, did they not even bring the Kitakami back? And we kept saying, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Well,
they finally
by
did.
the time they brought it back, nobody cared about tier 8 anymore. So they said, well, we need to find a way to make it tier 10. So they did that, and they brought it back in the same method as the current La Pampa, where you have to exchange resources to get. Yeah. And boy, was she expensive.
She was very pricey.
And then on top of that, they even had a flex camo built into it, which I think the Kitakami's running. Yeah. So they had a special camo that you could get on the Kitakami. I believe that's the one that's running right now. And that was additional resources. I totally didn't buy it myself.
Wow. So, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the few ships in the game, one of the few rare ships that I don't even own. I never made any attempt to get one because I was just like, I saw the final version on paper and was like, nah, this ship doesn't interest me. I just don't want one. Skills is Cecilia chosen for extinction. Is he gonna be able to dodge these torpedoes?
No.
Doesn't look like it. Ooh, but they're EU torpedoes, not enough to sink him just yet. Oh,
Just
they did sink a flood. Yep, they got the flood off. He's out.
Oh, Cerberus actually burned him out. Either way, he gone.
Yep. Stuck, finally able to convert the sea cap, but it's not going to work in the long run. It's going to cost them the other Cecilia on this flank. Kind of memeing it up here for their last game of the tournament is stuck.
One of the problems of Cecilia with using the smoke is it's great while it's there, but the moment you fire your gun, smoke fire penalty says you're spotted.
Yeah.
Or the smoke runs out, and then you just get farmed again anyway. So it gives you a nice little break from being farmed, but that's about it.
Yeah. Check out how much damage this Colbert has right now, Zap.
I mean, this is kind of the perfect setup for him, isn't it?
He's just been absolutely merciless at farming these two battleships. Just driving around however he feels like it. Ooh. Better anime driving into Kitakami torpedoes. Bam! Bam!
Oh, there you go.
Oh, he managed to dodge the second one. I thought he would take two. He only took one.
Yeah, Kitakami's a fun boat. If you get a chance to pick her up, I highly recommend if you've got the resources for it. And that's the key. It's a very resource-intense thing. It's basically meant to be something for people that have everything already in the game and nothing else to spend their resources on. You know General Dort, fellow World of Warships streamer.
Yes.
He actually was playing ranked in the Kitakami for a while just because he thought it'd be fun.
Just because, for the memes and the lulls, I'm sure.
Yep. I ran into him in ranked a few times. What did he call it? I can't remember exactly what he called it. But he had a fun title for it, as always.
3 torpedoes into Shrimp Dance as he tries to pick up A. They're finally getting AP downrange on the Colbert. Melvin basically like, I don't care if you shoot me. I'm going to kill you first. You'll be dead before you'll be dead before your guns reload.
Yep.
That's like the old bumper sticker you sometimes see, right? Keep honking, I'm reloading.
Yes.
Keep firing, I'm reloading.
Yep. Or another question is, are you going to hear the round that kills you?
Yeah, exactly right. Exactly right.
Can you differentiate that one versus all the other ones?
You know, we talked a little bit about this yesterday, Zaf. The one team that we saw field a Colbert also generated an absolutely stupid damage total on this map, right? And I think it's not going to be the last time that we see teams field Colbert on some of these maps.
Oh, absolutely. We're going to see a lot of Colbert, I think. This is so cheap.
Oh, yeah. Kitakami has smoke now, too.
Yes.
It's crawling smoke. Look at this.
It's exhaust smoke. That's correct. Not crawling, exhaust. So no full speed.
Yeah. It can go full speed. It's like Italian smoke. That's wild.
Yep. They gave her a ton of tools, but left her guns alone.
Yeah, her little pop guns. These are what, 120 millimeter?
I think they're 140s, but I could be wrong.
140, that's what it is. You're right. Yeah, they're 140s, which means that Ragnar's guns are even bigger than Kitakami.
Yeah.
Kitakami's guns. Now, the meme might actually make some waves here. Friedrich taking a couple of those deep water torpedoes.
But W Key has run out of areas to W. His engines are out. I think his rudder's out too, to be honest. Otherwise, he'd be turning.
All over but the crying, but you get the sense that Stuck basically just kind of, came into this with a grin on their face and said, hey, let's have some fun on our way out the door. We're not advancing. No big deal. Let's just enjoy ourselves. And at the end of the day, what else is the game about?
I mean, why not?
Why not? Hilariously, Zath, one of the only sweeps that we covered in our days covering round robin play.
Yes, that's right. This is a 2-0 sweep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just ask if any. Okay.
I wouldn't hold my breath.
Well, Yaya and HSR game 2 was started 8 minutes ago. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't hold my breath.
Yeah, a restart or two, or a team saying I want the full 10 minutes break. combined.
Absolutely no harm in asking, but I
Yeah.
wouldn't get excited.
Yeah. Yeah, you and I are both saying a quick message, thanking them for
Absolutely.
entertaining us all.
Absolutely. Are you not entertained, Lord
you
Zath?
not
Are you not
entertained?
entertained? All right. So now, guys, we come to the portion of the stream where we will likely have a bit of a lull. As round robin play winds down, the admins, the adjudicators will have to sit down and go through, just double quick check everybody's scores, make sure they've got it all entered correctly, figure out where everybody seeds into the next round of the bracket, start populating that info, blah, 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 blah. Now, we have already chosen which match we're going to cover. We just don't know yet which teams that's going to be. We know one. They just populated it.
Oh, did they? Let's see.
They did. We're going to be looking the number 2 seed out of Group 1 is CL. So we're going to be seeing them. Let's see, who are they? That is the Chinese number 5 seed. Okay, so that's going to be one of the teams we're going to be looking at, and we're waiting. Basically, and then whoever wins Group 4, which at the moment is currently Rain, but might be someone else. We don't know.
And they also, I can see on the streamer sheet too, TWA has already been placed in where you would expect them to be. And Azuma is now being populated in the losers bracket, as well as Error.
Let's look at this for a minute. Rain has 12 points. No, it will be Rain. Yes. I'm almost positive. They haven't locked all this up yet. Yeah. So what happened is, going into the final round, Rain had 12 wins. I said 12 points. Let me make sure I'm reading this correctly. No, it's so it's Rain and Moyai. Both are 12-2 in Group 4. So it's a question of who wins that tiebreak, and we'll have to let them tell us. I don't even know.
Right.
Yep, I'll let them tell us. Chat asking when is King of the Sea coming back? They haven't announced dates yet, have they, Zath?
No, they haven't announced dates. I think traditionally it's in either October or November, but it could also be September. The next tournament that's scheduled is going to be the Warships Classic tournament. That is.
I heard about this one.
Warships
that one is
Classic.
This third weekend in September, as I recall.
2nd and 3rd, yes. The 13th, 14th, 20th, and 21st of September.
Okay.
And the Warships Classic, what they typically do is they only allow ships that were released in the game up to a certain point, and then they add a few extra ones in for flavor. It's not a bad tournament. It's well worth a watch. And I enjoy casting it as well. And Raptor, if you want to cast it with me, you can, or I'll reach out to Puddin' if not. But I got those on the calendar, much to my wife's chagrin.
Okay.
And then we've got probably then after that, I would expect King of the Sea to be early October or maybe late October into November. But Wargaming has they've got a calendar internally that they use to keep track of tournaments and all that. We don't see that calendar, so we don't know exactly what they're thinking yet. And sometimes weekends do shift around. Trident Trials was moved in, I think that was in April, because of the longest night in the museum. Wargaming needed to be able to focus instead on that content, so they pushed everything back a week to do that. Okay. So we had 4 weeks straight of tournament, 3 different tournaments in 4 weeks. That
we do have our match pairing now. It is going to be Rain and CL.
Yeah. Yep. See that?
Yep. Whole bunch of people covering this match. It is super popular all of a sudden.
Really? Oh yeah, look at that.
Look at all the folks that have decided to join us.
We were here first, though.
Well, they clearly don't care.
Oh, goodness. All right, so let's reset these teams. And it's going to take a bit because, again, we got the pick ban and stuff. So,
got to go through ship bans, map bans, all the rest of that stuff. It's going to be at least, they might be able to kick this off before 9. But I suspect there's going to be at least 15 or 20 minutes in here that it's going to be a thing.
Yeah, and I keep looking to see if... there we go. Okay. So I can download now the replay file from Throw's perspective so we can watch Throw's game 1 against Stuck. What I can do, if you want, I can stream that to you, or...
Why would you do that when I can just download it myself?
I'm just asking. I'm just asking. I've done that before, so that's why I'm asking. All right. We can synchronize load it, I guess.
I mean, again, not the first time we'll have done that.
No, it is not.
I'm just busy looking at other stuff right now. Do we want to stick with this match?
Yeah, I think so. Why not?
Okay. I'm not arguing with you. I agree with you. I'm just
making
making
sure. Oh, you mean
sure.
the one we signed up for? Okay.
Yes.
For right
now, it
now,
looks like they're trying to figure out. They're having to wait for something to finish up in Group 2.
Yeah.
Or they're looking at tie breaks. No, III's not done with their last game. Yeah, III and HSR are playing right now, so that game is that game being cast? I'm looking. Group 2. Here we go. It is. Looks like, I'm not sure. Looks like maybe one of the Asia streamers. I'm not sure. I don't know who this is. But that game is being streamed somewhere, and that match is not done yet.
Is that 44 you're talking about?
What 44? Row 44
oh,
on the
no,
sheet?
No, I'm sorry. Which streamer are you talking about?
His name's Torpedo Chika.
Okay.
_UA. I don't know who this is.
Yeah. He's Ukrainian, and yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and so he's a EU streamer.
EU streamer. That's cool. I'm gonna go check him out then.
Yeah, he streams a lot of competitive. I've seen his name for a long time.
Okay, awesome. I don't watch a lot of warships, so
yeah. No, that's I mean, one of the things for you guys, the viewers that are tuning in, listening to this, you know all the different streamers and their different quirks. We don't. I mean, because we'll hang out with like when I'm working, I'll have a stream up and I'll just kind of lurk and listen. But beyond that, like I don't know what everybody's little things are, except for people that have been in the program for a very long time or people that we've met in person. One of the reasons why the CC summits are so great. Yeah,
that's true. They are a ton of fun.
Yeah, we can look over the list again once it's fully populated, but I'm pretty happy with this, and I think everybody else is realizing this might be the most competitive start to the playoffs.
Okay, let me go download this goofy thing.
And I've got it paused right at the start here. This is Melvin Mahler's view from the Bungo.
Dummy, I have to... Oh, you're down. Oh, you're watching the entire replay. Not the render.
Because the render tool is broken.
Oh, yeah. Okay, then maybe I should get you to stream it to me. Hold on a minute.
I was going to say, you want to go back to your earlier statement.
Well, I mean, it's because I have to shut down the game and all the rest of that mess to reload it as a replay.
That is correct. That is correct.
What a pain in my ass.
Yep, it is.
If only there were a way to watch replays from inside the game client itself.
Right. Now, I am nervously watching this grouping because there's only, in my mind, there's only one thing that's going to get me to want to change off of this game that we've got set up already, the match. Do you know what that is? See that little checkbox here? If that checkbox gets checked, then that means that the Chinese official cast is casting it, and we are gonzo.
Well, they also have 3 other possibilities, right? Their number 1 seed, their number 2 seed, and the number 3 seed have all moved on.
Yes. TSYMQ's in the losers bracket, though. I doubt they're going to want to follow one of those.
Why not? But you've still got 2 teams in the winners bracket, right? You've got ZZHL versus Resin.
And that'll be a good game, by the way. I would say that would be a good audible for us if we decide we don't want to do, if that box gets checked, I think we move to ZZHL and Resin.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. Stream this thing to me and I'll see if I can figure out how to, you're putting it up on, oh wait, I know how to do it. Do I? Give me a moment. I gotta think. How did I do this last time?
I just might have moved on you. I'm sharing my screen now. You just have to do a window grab in Discord.
Yeah. Well, the trick is that, that's the, hang on a minute. Yeah, because now rather than seeing your face, I see the game.
Mm-hmm.
But if I change to, okay, guys, here's what's going to happen on my stream for a minute. You're not going to have audio for about 3 or 4 seconds while I figure this out. So give me a moment.
No problem.
Okay,
Actually,
their audio's back. They can hear both of us now.
Okay.
And let me turn off a couple of things. There. Okay. They can now see exactly what you are sharing.
Awesome. All right. Well, I'll go ahead and start the game then. Let me get into the scene for myself as well. And here we go.
It probably looks better on your stream because we're not redoing it all.
Well, yeah, and this is Discord, so Discord's going to stream at what, 720p or whatever, guys. The point is you get the.
I'm actually. Go ahead.
You get the stuff. You'll be fine.
Yeah, I was actually curious to see if I could change that. No, it is streaming at 720, and I can't change it. That's lame.
Yeah, because it's a Discord Nitro thing. If you pay the money, then you get better quality.
Which I have, jerks.
Oh. Well, there you go then.
Clearly, that's not working. Anyway, you can speed through all of this.
I can. But one of the things I like to do at the start is get an idea of what kind of communication is being done in voice. First of all, you can see Melvin has a bit more field of view. He's zoomed out a little bit there. There's no pinging on the minimap. Now that's important because a lot of times when you see pinging on the minimap at the start, that tells you that they haven't really practiced too much, and you've got the caller saying, okay, I want you to go here, this ping, and then I want somebody else to go here, this ping. They're not doing that, so that tells me they've planned this, they've practiced the strat and stuff like that, and everybody knows their places. So
interesting.
We can fast forward now. There's a lot you can glean from replays. Okay, those are, I want you to go along this line. That's
he's
pinging
showing
his
them,
concealment.
He's showing them, yeah, he's pinging his concealment there to show them where he's being detected from.
Right. Or more importantly, as soon as he gets detected, where the target's going to be.
It's probably right around in here kind of thing, yeah.
So he sees the Stalingrad now. He's giving broadside to him.
He's kind of disrespecting the Stalingrad, but at this range, he seems okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
He's also playing throttle games to juke the Stalin a little bit.
Yep. Which makes sense. If you're stuck showing side, you might as well use W and S.
6 full pins out of that salvo for 24K.
That feels nice.
That was that Castilla hit you called earlier.
Yep.
So, you know, as we called this match, it was very clear that Throw and identified this as a problem early on.
Yes.
They grabbed A, and then by the time that Castilla salvo goes in, he takes that big salvo. The destroyers are already on their way back.
Correct. And you can see the small end is pointed. And there's the Regulo detected, so they see both destroyers now.
Oh, they can see him pointed this way. Yeah.
That's right.
That's a Stalin. Okay, so their own Stalingrad picked up an info radar,
and
I didn't see it. We missed it at the time. Okay, so they can very clearly see these guys coming back.
Right. Now, if you look in chat, as you guys have played the game, you might see something like RPF SSSW or something like that, and you're like, what the heck is that? That's one of T-Taro's minimap mods, and what that does is you press the quick key, the quick command key, comment key, and it will display the cone on your minimap, and also relay that cone to everybody else on your team of what your radio location is looking at. Yes. So we see 2 cones right now, and this is how teams at the higher echelons can triangulate where people are with 3, 4, 5 different players all using radio location. Everybody hits that quick
Right.
command button, and boom, the cones connect. We know where they are.
So, you and I have talked about that for a long time, that good teams can coordinate multiple radio location signals to roughly have a pretty good idea of where a boat's, an undetected ship is lurking. This is the first time I've seen somebody translate that into a mod. That's really interesting to me.
Yeah, now this mod has been out for quite some time, actually.
Yeah.
6 months, maybe longer.
So now he's bow into the Stalin. He's got to get his guns flipped. But
Yeah.
here they're making the maneuver right here. Like they're like, okay, we're not chasing these guys all the way to the corner. It's time to turn around. This is the maneuver right here. 5.5 minutes in, and they're like, yep, we're done. Time to go be somewhere else.
Yep, exactly.
He's going to take one good salvo from the Stalin right here. If memory serves, it's this one.
I think he already turned. He already took it when he turned.
He took one good salvo.
Yeah.
You're right. I thought that was going to be a good one, but he overshot just a hair.
Right.
And now he's actually got a little bit of an angle. Now, I'll say this, we didn't talk about it at the time, but this is one of the things that I like about Bungo that reminds me a little bit of Amagi. In this kind of kiting position, she's really good with these three stern turrets.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. She's a very good kiting boat. The other thing too with Bungo, you see Melvin is using his plane every time he's about to shoot something, because this plane is a magic plane. It just magically enhances your accuracy for free, essentially. So you have to get used to popping that plane every time you want to take an important shot.
Yeah.
Now, worthy of note, we haven't seen the Smalland or Regalo in a very, very long time.
No, but they knew they were repositioning, and so somebody either guessed or busted out a timer and was like, "Hey, call the audible as to when we need to go be somewhere else." And this is where the Regalo comes in and smokes him.
Yes.
Right about here.
3 ricochets on the Stalingrad's bow. Melvin had to be fuming on that one.
I mean, welcome to Stalingrad.
Yeah, right. Yep, there's the smoke.
Yep. And now just the sheer volume of shells coming from astern tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah.
You know exactly now that the Smalland is down there. In fact, you can look at the minimap and see that one of them got spotted. I can't tell which.
The Regalo.
I think it's the Regalo got spotted. Okay, which makes sense. It's the more detectable of the two.
Correct.
So I'm not convinced then that this was necessarily a pre-planned play in the sense of, we've timed it. We know we're gonna run this far south and then turn around and run back. I think that info radar from the Stalingrad told them these guys were repositioning.
Yeah.
And I think their caller, whoever it was, basically took the opportunity to go, all right, keep pushing for a little bit, but then you got to pull the reins.
Yep. I agree with you completely, and that's one of the nice things about pulling up the replay afterwards. And you couldn't even see this in the replay render. Well, actually, you could in the replay render. You can see the Stalingrad radar.
You would have been able to see when they came in out of detection. Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
I think.
Yes,
No,
you'll see the consumable usage. You'll see the circle drawn on the minimap.
Yes.
Yeah, you
that's
see it
true.
all.
But it's very clear when you look at it through their perspective of what detection information they do and don't have. We get spoiled calling games where we have perfect vision.
Yes.
It's easy to forget that the players on the field don't have that. They only have the spotting information their team is able to provide.
Yep. There goes the Salem.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, and at this point, they've retreated literally almost back to where they started. But Bungo's fairly quick, isn't she, as a battlecruiser? 30, 32 knots, 33, something like that, yes?
30.
30, okay.
But he's
Still
also
not
got
bad.
brisk.
Yes, when he goes dark, he's picking up a little extra speed. I saw that at the start of the match.
it is kind of neat to see the two destroyers staying so close to Melvin.
Yeah.
Obviously, they realize how important of a board piece he is.
Yeah. Well, and again, here's the Regalo coming in with even just the crawling smoke just to help break line of sight and buy him a little bit of time. Like in this instance, he only needs 13 or 14 seconds. His guns are reloaded. He's not firing because he doesn't want to shoot and get detected until that heal is available. He doesn't want to risk it.
Yep. He might be also waiting for his front turrets to finish rotating. Up there's the plane.
Also
He's about to
possible.
shoot. There he goes.
Yep. He's like, yep, good enough. There's the heal. There's the plane. There's the salvo. There's the largely missed salvo.
Yeah, but very well, but it's very tight dispersion. And here's the thing: when you've got tight dispersion, it both helps and hurts you, right? Because the bigger the dispersion.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say Stalin hit the Castilla there, and I think he's trying to finish the job.
Yeah. The bigger dispersion, the better chance of hitting a shell on target. You just don't hit as many shells on target, perhaps.
Right. Right. Blind firing here, trying to get this Castilla.
Might as well.
Might as well.
Smolin now detected heading towards the B cap.
Yeah, they caught a glimpse of him somewhere in there. I noticed that as well. So they knew he was making that play.
Ooh.
Ooh, look at this. That's the battle. That's the shot every battleship player wants to see when they're looking at a Stalingrad.
That's right. And Shrimp Dance knows it, so he's starting to open up too. No, don't shoot my friend. Shoot me.
Around. He's spreading his shells around because he's just not sure where. You know, are you going forward? Or are you going backwards? And so he's kind of hedging his bets there. All right, they get the Castilla. 2? No, 20. Okay, he was down to like 2,000 HP there. They do bag him. Okay, that was interesting. So, but it was fun to see that kind of maneuver happening in real time, where they had the big coordinated push, and then somebody on the team basically said, "Nope, call it, turn around. We ain't doing that no more. You know, pull back. You are about to get about to have things come in."
Right, exactly. And you know, what's nice about this too is you really get an idea of all the actions that a lot of the top tier competitive players are doing. You can see even after death, Melvin is moving around. He's trying to spectate, look at specific areas. He was looking at the Regalo for a bit, trying to help him out with possible vision, you know, watch out for these, blah, blah. And now he's pretty much, he knows he's going to win the game. So now he's just like, let's see what happens. And there's the game-winning kill.
Yep.
And he's going back to Castilla like, how are you still alive?
All right, let's put all this back together. And let's come back to...
I'll stop sharing the screen then so you can...
Yep. No, you're good, because I can always just go back to Discord and do that, and then put you back in the highlighted version, and you are in the correct place.
Got it. All right. So I'm going to look at... Melvin had 1.9 million potential damage in the bungo.
Okay.
Took 166,000 damage.
Okay.
Wow. Didn't do that much damage-wise, but he did enough.
All right, I got to change a couple of things here. Let's get this updated because we're now going to best of 3s.
That's correct. Hope you all enjoyed that glimpse. It's always fun to look at that when we have a break.
That was fun. I'm glad you